Hello, I'm just hoping that you are good and you've had a wonderful time. And today I just want to teach you, or rather to show you how to do hatching, a very simple method of doing hatching using Autocad Civil 3D. A very simple way of doing hatching in Autocad Civil 3D. So quickly, let us jump into the video. This is my diagram that I'm currently working on right here on the screen, and there is an area here. I did a survey and the area is built, and I wanted to show the client that actually the area is built. So assuming I didn't have that area, I've just deleted it, and I want to hatch these two parcels, parcel number 510 and parcel number 593. So I'll show you the simplest way of actually doing this. Now what will I do? I'll come to the hatching icon. You'll click at home, then you come right here where my mouse is. You've got a drop down arrow here, the small arrow right here. You click on it. We have got hatch gradient boundary, so all we need is a hatch. You click on the hatch, and once you click on the hatch, you can see my toolbox has changed, and my cursor is also asking me to pick internal points, or I specify the points or the stations that I want to hatch. Now before I do my hatching, or okay fine, you can see anytime I come to any closed polygon, it's actually ready to hatch. So anytime I enter my cursor in any closed polygon, remember it's a rule that when you are doing hatching, at least your area has to be closed, or the corners or the polygon that you are doing hatching has to be closed. So this is the area that I want to do my hatching. So what I'll do, I'll click in one of them, then I click in the second one, then that is it. But now my question is my hatching okay? Is it presentable? Is it the color I wanted? The answer is no. So what do? I edit my hatch. So I'll press the escape button on my computer keyboard. I'll press the escape button. Then after that, you can see since the two hatches are joining immediately, I made the first and the second hatch in 493 and parcel number 510. All of them, they merged together and it became one hatch. So for me to edit my hatch, I'll just I'll click inside, and it will be highlighted like that. You can see here I've been brought the hatch editor. Now I can do anything with my hatch depending on what I am doing, or the kind of survey that I'm doing here. For example, I'll come here. You can see right here on the pattern, you can look at my mouse. I've got a pattern here. I'll click on this or on this drop down arrow, then I select the kind of hatch that I really want. Assuming the place is swampy, I'll just click on this swamp. So I simply select the kind of hatch that I want. Assuming the place is muddy, I'll only choose that. You can see as I move my cursor, the hatch is actually changing. You can look at that. This is very interesting. So you can look at that. You can choose grass, whatever, like that, and all that. So it all depends on the kind of hatch that you want. For example, I like it when I use this hatch ANSI 131. So I'll click on it, and you can see it has changed. Now some of us, we like it when, for example, the hatch is too much closer or too much spaced. To do that, we operate with a scale. For example, my scale is to ratio 1, but let's see what happens if I change it to ratio 5. You can see the spacing is becoming larger. Let's see when I do it to 0.5. You can see it has become more closer. So for you to increase your hatching, you only play around with the scale. And then maybe let's say that you don't like the direction of the hatching lines or whatever. You can play around with the angles here. For example, my current angle is 270 degrees. Let me say that I don't want 270, I want 90 degrees. Let me click 90 here and see what happens. You can see it has changed direction and it has done a rotation of 90 degrees. Another thing that you can know on this is, supposing that you wanted to change the color of your hatching to a different color, you just come to the by layer right here. You can play around with the colors. You can choose green if you want. You can choose this is blue if you want. You can choose magenta color if you want. You can choose the red color if you want. So it is such simple, friend, and I know that by this you'll have known whatever that you want to know. Let me know any other thing that you want to learn in the comment section down below, and it shall be good and it shall be so nice.
Mauvavi.